We're pleased to welcome Robert Carrington, Director, President, and CEO of Newrange Gold, trading as NRG on the Venture Exchange. Thanks for being with me, Robert.
Rachel, thanks for having us.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to welcome you onto SmallCapPower.
Yeah.
So I want to talk to you about the company being early in the exploration curve. What are you up to at this time at Nevada?
Right now, we just started our second phase of drilling at the Pamlico project. Pamlico is an extremely high-grade gold district in Nevada with historic grades exceeding 200 ounces a ton. We completed our first phase of drilling that confirmed a lot of these historic grades, and we're now in the process of expanding upon that.
Right, so I understand that, like we said, it's your flagship project,
Yes.
Pamlico in Nevada. Why focus on Pamlico compared to your other project in Colombia?
Well, Pamlico has, as I said, extremely high grades. Nevada is clearly one of the world's best mining jurisdictions. And the metallurgy at Pamlico is exceptional. It's a multi-million ounce target that we've identified in the Walker Lane of western Nevada with extremely inexpensive operating conditions. We have exceptional infrastructure and access, paved roads to the property. The property itself is located 20 minutes from the town of Hawthorne, Nevada.
Well, aside from Nevada, I know that Colombia is also notable to talk about because
Yeah.
Colombia, I mean, historically, how does it rank in gold production?
Historically, Colombia was one of the world's largest gold producers. Prior to the large mines coming on stream in South Africa, Colombia had produced 35% of all of the gold ever produced in mankind's history. It was clearly one of the world's largest gold producers. All of that production came from placer deposits that were shed off of large porphyries. Today, the people exploring in Colombia are exploring for those porphyries with great success. We have active projects in Colombia, including the Uramalito porphyry, which is a very large porphyry system that's amenable to heap leaching. We've completed 18,000 meters of drilling and are in the process of evaluating the possibility of completing a resource, 4311 compliant resource estimate. Since 2005, Colombia has averaged over 1 million ounces of gold discovered for every month.
Wow, per month?
Per month. Huge deposits. One of the world's largest recent discoveries is in Colombia. That's the giant La Colosa deposit that Anglo Gold has. That deposit currently sits at mineable reserves of 27 million ounces.
And I understand that your co-founder is also the geologist
Yes.
for the company. So let's talk about your team. It's starting with your co-founder.
We have a very strong technical team. My co-founder is a geologist by the name of Nate Tewalt. Nate's had a very successful career. He was involved in the discovery of the giant Rivette silver deposits in Montana. And he is the individual personally responsible for the discovery of the Hollister Mine that Klondex now operates. And in many ways, Klondex, or the Hollister Mine, is very similar to Pamlico.
In Nevada.
In Nevada.
Yeah.
Both those deposits are in Nevada. The Hollister Mine is one of Nevada's highest grade operating mines.
Right.
And Pamlico certainly has potential to become one of those.
Well, how does the company stand financially? Do you have debt at all?
The company has absolutely no debt. We're very, very careful not to build up any debt. And we have approximately $1 million in our treasury. We also have the ability to bring in another 1.1 million.
Now, the company survived through the tough times.
Yes,
for
there
sure.
were some very tough times.
Right.
And we survived largely because we saw the down market coming. We cut all of our expenses to the absolute bone. And all of the officers and managers stopped taking any compensation out of the company. I personally took no compensation out of the company from early 2014 until
For the betterment,
2017.
Yeah.
Everybody in the company has a lot of skin in the game. Nate Tewalt holds almost 4% of the issued and outstanding. My wife and I hold about 4%. And I've personally purchased stock in the retail market at prices over $1 a share and still hold all of those.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that information with us.
Yeah.
Now, lastly, let's talk about what's coming up, because I know that phase one, you had some good results. What are you expecting for phase two?
Phase two is currently underway. We have a drill turn-in as we speak, and we have 5, I believe, of the first 45 holes in the laboratory in various stages of preparation. Your readers or listeners can look forward to results coming out here certainly by the end of October, if not sooner.
Okay.
And then a very strong ongoing news flow going forward from the drilling. We have also just completed property-wide airborne magnetic and radiometric surveys and property-wide geophysical surveys. We're also expanding the detailed mapping to cover the entire property. We know for a fact there are at least 5 major mineralized centers on the property, some of which have surface samples as high as 600 grams a ton. So it's Pamlico is not just a property; it's really more of a district scale play.
Right.
And we do in fact control the entire historic Pamlico district.
Great. Well, thank you so much for sharing all the insight with us, Robert.
My pleasure. Thank you very much, Rachel.
Thank you.